Greetings, fellow armchair Imagineers. Tiki here, and welcome to the 7th episode of the Soul Imagineer Tribal Council Podcast, Season 2. This episode entitled Pulling a DSquared. Oh, hey, yo, 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 hey, yeah, yo, hey, yo, yo, hey, yeah. All right. I can do those first two lines, but then I don't know the rest of it. It's oh-way, oh-way, oh, ay-oh-way, ay, oh-way, oh-way, oh, whatever. DSquared. DSquared, congratulations, because you're now officially the title of 2 episodes of the Tribal Council podcast.
Woohoo! I think I beat a record.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gone down in history of the forums. Pulled a DSquared.
Oh, God.
It's gonna be on the 3rd episode when I get booted out again.
Probably. Okay, so we got on the podcast. We got Space Mountain. How you doing, Space?
I'm doing well. How's everyone else doing?
I'm doing just fine.
That's good.
We have Monorail Red. How you doing, Red?
Doing good, doing good.
Cool. And then we have the illustrious, returning from Redemption Island, the new and improved DSquared. Well, you did get voted out your first tribal council, so that's an improvement. Give him a round of applause. All right, so this was a crazy round. It's the merge. I want to congratulate you all because now we're all officially dateable because we made the merge according to Kat Ederson of Survivor One World. Who had the famous quote, "Oh, I got voted out pre-merge. Now no guys will go out with me because I didn't make the merge."
You can always end up on The Bachelorette, apparently.
Well, we don't have to worry about that. We made the merge. We're all dateable. We're good. All right. So, okay, so DSquared, just to clarify, you are actually not even, like, pulling a DSquared has become a verb now. It has become a verb. And the person who I think pulled a DSquared this round, even though, oddly enough, he never contacted me once, tricky, was I am not a Hufflepuff.
He's definitely not a Hufflepuff. He is
No, he's definitely not a Hufflepuff.
Jordan has already decided Slytherin. 100% Slytherin.
The sorting hat wouldn't even have to go on his head. It would just be blue.
Yeah, it wouldn't even be close.
You put it on his head. Slytherin! Didn't that happen to 1 or 2 Harry Potter characters where you put the hat on the head and then he just instantly like, oh, I can tell right away, Slytherin, Gryffindor. I don't know.
Pretty much.
I will let you guys promote that contest towards the end of the show. I should have let you promote it at the start, but since we're already kind of into it, we will do a little promotion at the end because I'm very excited about it. Anyways, so I'm just going to let you guys kind of have the floor with the Hufflepuff situation because, like I said, I heard about it secondhand, but he never contacted me. So I just kept hearing, like, oh, Hufflepuff is pulling a DSquared. Hufflepuff is pulling a DSquared. And I was like, what's going on? What is happening? I am not privy to any of this. So who wants to take it? Who wants to be the brave soul to speak up?
It was really weird because I was at work the entire time all this happened. I come back. There's like 9 PMs blowing up my... Oh, my gosh.
It was quite.
It was so quiet until the merge. It was so peaceful. It's like, DSquared, this is what you do to the game. It's like the merge, like all post merge from the DSquared boot until now was just like, okay, let's knock out the person who's not active. Let's not knock out the person that's not active. All right, done. And now it's like, fucking kill everyone, every man for himself.
Write it down, Space. Write it down.
I'm in an alliance against myself. God damn it.
I'll take that one too.
Everyone doesn't know we're actually keeping track of Tiki's cursing this
Yeah. Oh, okay, there we go. Speaking speaking of weak, I just want to point out my beverage of choice for the evening. I got myself a little some cheap
That's what
vodka.
you
It's only
Yes,
a good
yes.
effort if you share.
I would share if I could, Red. I would share if I could.
Mhm.
See, look at what
So,
you did to the game. DSquared. Now he's drinking on the podcast.
This is the first time I've drank on the podcast.
The podcast 10 times better.
I'm trying to think of the last time I drank on the podcast, but I want to say it was for a really disappointing movie of some kind. Oh, God. Maybe it was Jurassic World. I want to say it was Jurassic World.
I know it wasn't Deadpool, so that...
No, it wasn't Deadpool. No. Deadpool I was actually going to drink during the movie, but I didn't have the balls to do it. I was going to sneak it in and then kind of mix it up, but then I was like, yeah, if I do that, then people probably smell the alcohol and they'll probably get kinked out. It's probably not a good idea. Anyways, so just want to point out that I'm tipsy this evening is going forward. Anyway, so...
Space may have to take over, in other words.
No. I'm just going to say some dumb shit that'll blow my game. It's okay. I can live with it. It's all good. I'm just going to ruin my whole game here. Okay, so Hufflepuff. Let's get back to that.
Shouldn't we go over the challenge first?
Well, I kind of wanted to lead with the strategy and then go into the challenges.
Oh, okay.
If that's okay with you guys.
No,
Okay. So, yeah, like I said, I was like, Hufflepuff, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. DSquared, what is your take on Hufflepuff?
So that's what it's like when someone does that. Oh,
So
that was interesting.
What, when someone
It felt a lot smaller in scale than mine, but it wasn't.
I don't know. That's debatable. I think yours, there was more people involved just because it was a larger cast, but with Hufflepuff, I think he was kind of more just like gung-ho about the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it was crazy, man, because Hufflepuff throughout the whole pre-merge was like the nice, supportive team member who would never rub anyone the wrong way. And then, like, all of a sudden, it's like, nope. And I don't know, DSquared, I think the lesson you learned that I think you're implying really well right now is people compare notes. So that's kind of what Hufflepuff, they kind of learned the lesson the hard way.
that's a good way to sum it up.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, like, there's obviously a ton more to talk about when it comes to strategy, but I don't know. Well, I guess I can say one thing as I take my first sip of the night.
Better we're going over this
It's not
before
pink
you.
lemonade. So.
Professor Tiki's guide on how not to use an idol. Number 1, using an idol when everyone knows you have it will draw attention to yourself because now everyone knows that you don't have it, and now everyone knows that you're vulnerable. Number 2, when the target is clearly not on yourself, you don't need to use the damn idol to begin with. I'm trying to think of the third.
That was good enough for me.
Don't
Okay.
use it on a Legoland challenge.
What?
Don't use it during the Legoland challenge.
Well, I don't know. I mean, my whole logic, my whole thought process was I knew everyone knew I had it. I mean, people were just coming to me point blank like, look, Tiki, everyone knows you have the idol. It's no secret. So I'm like, yeah, okay. DSquared, I got to give you credit, man. I got to give you credit because you came to me and you wanted to formulate like a plan. And I honestly, like, all that read to me was, okay, he's trying to get me to not play the idol. He's trying to get me to not play the idol. So obviously, I don't know, was that reverse psychology on your end?
I think I was just trying to figure out like who was allied with who, because I got like PM requests 4 hours before Sam officially like didn't turn in or something. Or no, it wasn't. Yeah, with Sam.
Yeah, people were definitely messaging you before you officially got back in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had like a 4-hour window where I could do whatever I wanted, but if I didn't win, then none of it would have mattered. Then if I did win, I would have been booted out again because I did the stuff I did, and I was very confused.
I mean, I think with you like, there was definitely like, I wasn't fully trustworthy of you, obviously, because I ended up playing the idol, but you were nothing like Puff. You know what I mean? Like, I knew what you were doing. I could follow what you were doing. I was like, all right, DSquared's doing his own thing. That's cool. That's cool. Puff was an entirely different story. I was just like, what? Like, what the hell? I don't even know. I don't even know.
That was everyone's reaction.
At least
that was-
Yeah.
So DSquared,
like-
I actually, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Space. Go ahead.
No, it was going down. I was like, was this the same guy I was working with like 2 days ago?
Right? Like, I did the whole, what is it? Was it the Shanghai Disneyland project? Yeah, it was Shanghai, right?
Yeah.
I did that with him, the one that I did all by myself, pretty much.
He's literally carrying in the tribe on his back.
Tiki literally carrying the tribe on his back! You know, the best part of that, I've said this before, but the best part of that Probst clip is that Boston Rob isn't even carrying anything on his back. He's just kind of like awkwardly holding a puzzle piece as it cuts to him. Okay, anyways. Oh, Jesus Christ.
So DSquared started the trend.
Yeah.
And then Hufflepuff just kind of followed. So it was two different. I mean, it was the same strategy. Not really. Kind of. Same interesting outcome.
Well, I mean, it just goes to show you can't align yourself with every individual person in the game. You got to pick and choose your allies here.
Yeah, you can't be buddies with everyone.
Exactly.
Plus, then you're friends with everybody.
You hear that, Matt?
Whoa.
I have no idea why you're randomly calling out Matt. Randomly calling out Matt for no reason whatsoever.
I'm writing that down as a curse word right now.
That's the curse word.
Just for abrasiveness.
Oh, God. DSquared, I actually think you're in a pretty good position right now, though, because, I think people are kind of going to underestimate you. People are going to, like, maybe even, dare I say, no offense to you on your behalf, I think there's a potential that people might want to drag you to the Final Three, knowing that you might not be able to win because of everything you've pulled already.
Yeah.
I think it's just to keep the entertainment level up.
That too. But that is a serious thing in Survivor. It's a strategy that works well.
Because as soon as DSquared came back, it definitely got more entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
In
yeah.
DSquared, I'm not saying you can win. I'm just saying
Yeah.
I think maybe in some people's eyes that might be the way they're kind of leaning.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess that's good, because then I'm, like, not a target.
and even though you made it through Redemption Island, I don't think you're that big of a challenge threat. I think the big challenge threats right here are probably like me, Space, and IDI,
Yeah.
Red.
Oh, keep going.
Wait for it.
I said me. I said me first. Okay, I'm in the majority here. I said me. I know that I'm the biggest threat. I know I'm probably going to get voted out after this podcast, no matter what I do, because I've wasted my idol.
There's still more game left, though.
Yeah, I know.
How many more episodes? There's like.
There's
Okay, well, let's see. There's Final 7, Final 7, Final 6, Final 5. I'm assuming like 3 or 4, depending on how many, if there's another double boo, or if it's a Final 3 or a Final 2.
I think in the trailer it said 12 episodes. Like the
12
teaser trailer
episodes?
he had. 12?
Oh,
Yeah.
dear God. So there's, okay. So
like,
there's
we're
5
happy.
more. Wow.
We've got a while to go.
Wow, yeah.
Well, I mean, like, it's supposed to go to mid-April, so we have at least, like, 7 weeks left.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, God. I don't think we can survive that long.
I think everyone's just going to hate each other after that.
Everyone's gonna be like, no, I don't want to do a comp ever again.
Oh, God. I mean, honestly, that's kind of how I felt after so many Facebook games, so it's like, I don't know.
Not friend requesting you.
Oh, God. All I ever post on my Facebook is just videos. Like, hey, Muppets recap, watch it. Yeah. So are we done blowing up my game?
I don't know, are you?
Any other information you want to give us while we're on air?
I might as well just blow up mine, too, while we're here.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to.
Because you're smart, unlike me.
I'm drinking Dr. Pepper, not alcoholic.
Terrible, by the way.
No,
Tastes absolutely horrible.
This won't ruin anyone's gameplay. It'll just add to the humor that is this episode. But since you don't really know what happened with Hufflepuff, I guess I can explain it a little bit. So
I want someone to, yeah, because it's the title of the episode.
I don't think this is
after 6 o'clock. I think
What
that's when after the deadline I started getting aware of what was happening.
Okay, well, this happened before the deadline, so it happened. I think Red was in this PM too, but it doesn't matter anymore.
It probably was. I just didn't pay attention. Sorry.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore because like this is. I mean, he's not here anymore, but
He doesn't even go here.
he doesn't even. So after the it was announced like the merge and stuff, and we were able to do PMs, I contacted the people who came over from your team. So Flippin, Matt, and Puff, and I think Red was maybe Red. I don't even know if Red was in that. Anyway, I said we worked really well together. We won the SeaWorld challenge, which I think was a big accomplishment on our end because like we were plagued with work and stuff, and I thought that was big. And I said we worked really well. Everyone contributed. Let's hold each other, stick together for the merge. And everyone agreed. It was kind of unanimous at that point because we had a good thing going. I just thought that this was
okay. So that's the Space, Hufflepuff, Flippin. Okay, got it. People to go after. Right.
Everyone but us.
No, basically the Lasatoki team that came over. That just. So anyway, after that.
If you're gonna throw shade at my game, I'm gonna throw shade at your game.
All right. But it has nothing to do with you. It was just starting that to start a general conversation, and then I think a couple names started being thrown around as to who to target. I'm not going to say who, not that it really matters anymore, but that information came back to me from another person, and it was verbatim. Hufflepuff told me verbatim, this is the PM, this is who you're targeting, etc., etc. So I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure.
So he's basically trying to blackmail you, essentially?
Yes. So
Blackfish, part 2.
I go back to the old PM, and I'm like, really? We couldn't even get a day?
Right.
This was like the next day. So I'm like, and I'm pretty sure, and then I said to Puff, I was like, this better not be true. And then he goes, no, that person's lying. I can tell. And then everyone starts.
I can tell.
Everyone starts asking for quotes, and then basically his whole plan gets destroyed, and that's the end of it, pretty much.
Wow.
That was the death nail for him in the game, and that happened like before even the challenge started. So.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's the gist of it.
It was so interesting that it happened before the challenge started. Like,
I know.
Oh yeah, because the second that the merge happens, it's like.
Now I'm interested to hear about my game, Tiki.
Oh dear. No comment. No comment.
No comment.
What I do want to ask about, though, is what was all your reactions when we found out it was a double elimination, which we knew was kind of possible because it happened last year as well at the merge.
I expected it because that's what happened in Challenge 1. To get 2 people to Redemption Island, because if you have a round where it's only single elimination, it just like kind of wastes it pretty much.
Yeah, I think the Survivor producer should actually take note because that's actually what happens on Survivor.
Yes, I was
have to wait 3 episodes to get to the Redemption Island duel.
Yeah. I was just like, okay, cool. As long as I don't get voted off, whatever.
Well, you know what? I probably wouldn't have played the Idol if it wasn't a double elimination, but since so few votes, I mean, if one other vote would have went Red's direction instead of Teagle's, then Red, you would have gone. So he was just that close.
But that just means, see, if I get sent to Redemption Island, I'm gonna kick whose ever butt it is. So like, don't mess with me. Like, don't send me to Redemption Island. You don't want to see me in the 24-hour challenge. If not, reference as
that same campaign. Because, well, actually, Red I don't know who knows this. Oh, yeah, the old Lasatoki team knows this because I stayed up for 36 hours straight for that Challenge 4 project. So you really don't want to see me in a 24-hour challenge either, especially on the weekend.
Okay, fair enough.
DSquared.
DSquared.
I miss Redemption Island. Isolation was fun.
Right. Okay. DSquared, kind of any last words about just being back in the game and whatnot?
It's gonna be fun. Once we get to the point where everyone has to backstab each other, pretty much.
Oh, I think we're already there, my friend.
Yeah,
we're already there, right?
We were there before the comp. Well, to
pull out an obscure quote from Ranger Rick from Survivor South Pacific, "There's blood in the water. We're all just swimming around in it."
See, when you said Ranger Rick, I automatically just clicked to Full House. That's how much Fuller House I've been watching.
Ranger Rick is actually like a really obscure character. He's like a super rancher type with like a fat mustache that mumbles his voice, and he never got any confessionals. And the reason why he didn't get confessionals is because people couldn't understand what he was saying under that mustache. So we'll just mumble like this.
Can you do a whole podcast like that? Just
no, I can't.
No, I can't.
I can do a whole podcast as Miss Piggy.
We can make this work. Hollywood Studios, whose part?
DSquared! Who's your alliance? DSquared! Tell me, please! Who's your alliance with Tony? It must be with the beautiful and talented Miss Piggy!
That's great.
Oh, please, Christopher! Please, fly me over the towers of Metropolis! Alright, I could do this all day. Okay. So,
that was
interesting.
That was great. There's blood in the water. We're all just swimming around in there.
Blood in the water, and apparently Miss Piggy's in there too. So
I kept on thinking of blood in the saddle when you said that.
Oh God. Okay. Okay, without further ado, let us get to the challenges. Yeah. All right, so I'm actually going to start with DSquared's Redemption Island Challenge, even though we've never really talked about a Redemption Island Challenge before, because I actually really like this, DSquared. I love this project, actually. You did a Coney Island at Miniland USA. You got the Wonder Wheel in there. You got a miniature version of the Cyclone. I really like this project. I thought it was a great addition.
Yeah, thanks. I remember I got up one morning. I was like, oh no, it's due today. And I was
It
like,
was really good too.
what's in the city? Coney Island. Let's do Coney Island.
I like how you have a Lego hot dog stall. That's great. That's great. No, but seriously, I want to see a Lego version of the Wonder Wheel now. Like, I want to buy that set. I think that'd be an awesome Lego set. anyways. Or if Disney's listening, maybe a Lego version of the Sun Wheel, or Mickey's Fun Wheel, I should say. No, yeah. Okay. So, first of all, how familiar were you guys all with Legoland, and were you excited about getting to work in it?
I didn't even know what Cypress Gardens was. So.
But you looked it up, and it was a very historical place, and I kind of had the same view that you did, Space, in terms of, like, well, I don't want to get rid of this.
It's actually in the National Register for Historic Places. So.
Okay, so there you go. So this whole project is basically a fallacy.
That's what the forum's for fantasy.
It'd be kind of like do a Rocky Mountain construction conversion of the Coney Island Cyclone.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or like, let's do a Fifth Gate villain park.
Right. Okay. So I was actually really excited to work at Legoland. I've never been to Legoland before, but I like Legos in general. I like the fact that Legos are back in popular culture. I think it's kind of a cool thing for kids to be into. It inspires the creativity and imagination and whatnot. So, all right. Anyone else kind of excited about Legoland in general, kind of working with it?
I thought it was interesting just because, like, me and my family have ties to Cypress Gardens, like,
Okay.
not like historical ties, but like my great grandparents went there. It's like a big deal for Floridians. Like, it's the place where you go on the weekends to relax. So getting rid of it was kind of a
Yeah.
like, I remember when it first came up, and I'm like, no. You know, it is what it is. Corporate told me so.
Well, we're gonna start. We're just gonna go through all these pretty quickly, but we'll start with Matt, who did DC Superhero City. The one issue I had with this is that he kind of mentioned the Six Flags license and like, oh well, you know, Legos, it's the live action, and he mentioned that Six Flags does the movie versions, and that's actually not entirely true. The only Six Flags ride I can think of that's directly based on a DC movie is Batman the Ride. Generally is based around 1989 Batman in the queue and everything. But other than that, really all the DC coasters at Six Flags mostly kind of just are themed around the superheroes themselves in the comics. So I don't know. I think I had kind of a bit of an issue with the IP here, but I think he did a good job with it. You have a 3D theater. I think this is really cool. I want to see this Batcave, or this Wayne Manor in Lego form. That would be awesome. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. The only one I was trying to think of, at Great Adventure, there's a Dark Knight ride.
Dark Knight, yeah, there's a couple Dark Knight rides, right.
It's not actually very good. It's not very, I'd say the majority of them are just based on the character itself.
Well, the majority of them are just like, hey, let's have like a station that vaguely has a theme to it, and then coaster, yay, coaster with no theme.
I like this Batcave, though.
I really love this queue. I love all the different Batman costumes right there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know where he got this picture, but it's a kick-ass picture. I think it'd be a really freaking cool loading area.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, also, just a word of advice for people. Paragraphs are your friend. Like, I don't know. It's just hard to read these blocks of text.
Yeah, probably could have broken it up a little bit. Probably.
That's what I'm saying. That was kind of like a general issue for me I had when reading through these projects.
By where it says where the door unlocks, that little part right there.
What?
It was in the middle of the part, like where it says the door locks behind you.
Right. I really like the idea of Aquaman's carousel. I think that could be really cool. Meet and greet at Daily Planet. Thumbs up. All right, any overall thoughts on this one?
I thought it was pretty good. I actually had this kind of, I can say it now because I didn't do it, but I had an idea for like a Lego great movie ride.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Oh, I could see that.
But I didn't want to get into like the rights issues because I'd have to use like Harry Potter, Star Wars, and this Marvel, DC stuff. So I didn't end up going with that. But I like this concept. I'm a big superhero fan, so anything superhero.
Okay. Flip and Flounder did Lego Safari. I like this. This is a very simple concept, but I think it worked rather well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a little safari trek there.
I like the giant picture of the sausage.
Right. Oh, God.
It's like, all right.
I was just like, okay, scroll past that because that's kind of awkward.
I was like, at first I was like, is that a snake?
Hey, is that the castle from the Little Mermaid VHS cover? It looks vaguely familiar. I don't know. I can definitely see why this was one of the lower ranking projects, just because it doesn't have a lot of detail to it. But what I liked about it was it very much felt realistic in terms of what Legoland could actually do. So I thought it was okay.
About it.
Yeah.
I thought it would. Well, and a whole other thing to bring up with this like safari thing is that you have rides like Dinosaur, Rapids. And they're not really like younger kids rides, so I think it was kind of cool for Legoland to fill that kind of feeling.
Sure.
No, I thought this was really interesting.
Okay, let's see. So we have Monorail Red right here. Red, I actually haven't looked through this site yet, so.
It looks cool, but it's really just a bunch of flat rides. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
I really like the background.
Yeah. See, we got. Yeah, I meant to go over the websites, but I just did not have the time today. So, I like this. This kind of reminds me of what I did. Okay, but
really like the Builder University.
Like it's Legos. Like you gotta build stuff. That's what drove me nuts about Legoland. I'm like, what is there to do? What's your problem? Like, let's build something. Legos. Let's go to Legoland and not build something. That's totally what I want.
Right.
Put down your devices and build something.
That should be Legoland's slogan. I want to Photoshop that onto a poster.
That was from Fuller House.
Let's go and not build things.
Oh, God. Okay, so let's see.
Everything is awesome. Night's Time show.
That's awesome.
I was like, I can't come up with a name. Just everything is awesome.
If Legoland had a nighttime spectacular, I think that's probably definitely in consideration to what they go with.
Oh, yeah.
Well, like, it's kind of my thing. Whenever you try to make a full day park, you always put in a nighttime show. It's one of Red's 10 theme park commandments.
And right now I'm having
have nighttime show. So you gotta have it if you want people to stay and spend money and more money.
Right now I'm having the moral dilemma of my life because I only have one day at Disneyland when I go down to visit Monkey in a couple weeks. And I can't decide for the life of me whether or not I want to take the time to go to World of Color or not.
You go to World of Color.
Yeah.
But it'll take time out of my day that can be used in Disneyland.
But it's
Get up early.
It's the best nighttime show Disney's ever done. And I say that because I've seen it. Like,
you'll like it.
It's gonna be a time investment, and I only have one day.
All right, then watch it from like you can walk around and watch it.
Can you?
I mean, like kind of.
Just watch it on YouTube.
Well, yeah, I've done that.
While you're in Disneyland.
Oh God! I could probably do
on Roger Rabbit. Pull out World of Color.
Okay. Let's see. Now going into this is always a nice flat ride right here.
I really like that one. take it unbiased because I was born and raised in Ohio, but you know.
Oh my God, I can't even tell you how much I want to visit Cedar Point. Oh my God.
Been there every year when I was a kid.
Oh.
Terrified of every giant ride. I only did like a third of the day things.
Mm-hmm. Pirate plunge. Does this have any kind of water elements to it besides like what we're seeing right here?
I really wanted to add more, but my effort and strategist in me just said no.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. I mean, I really wanted to do just a basic flat mini-land, just because, I mean, it doesn't seem like a Universal or a SeaWorld park to me. It seems like Kings Island or Cedar Point. It's very flat ridesy as comparison to compete with the big dogs in Orlando. It's a very different atmosphere.
Totally. Okay. So I guess with that, we go to the next project. Bricksburg from DSquared. You want to talk about this a little bit, DSquared?
Yeah, I have no idea about Legos, so I was like, oh, Lego movie. They're making a 4D movie. Put that there, and they should have a dark ride because why not? So put that there, and then you need a restaurant and a shop, so put those there, and that was it. I was really tired.
All right, first skateboard.
I want to say this is actually quite brilliant because it's so simple that it works perfectly for Lego.
I know.
The movie is so great. I wish I would have thought of it.
If we were going most realistic, this would probably win.
Yeah. That or the safari thing, definitely.
Right.
This would bring in people.
Yeah.
Okay. Space Mountain, another thing. Oh, I can actually play the teaser here.
There's nothing to it.
Well, I'm doing it anyways, god damn it.
You can't hear what it says. You can't hear the music, though.
I'm just going to do something simple.
Bionicle. Look at that. Copyrighted clips of Bionicle that I played. Fight me, YouTube. Fight me. All right. I think we get the gist. It's Bionicle.
Yes, that's why I said you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
I was like, you or Tiki's going to do Bionicle because you're that age group. I was like, one of you guys.
I have absolutely no connection to Bionicle, actually.
I remember Bionicle.
I think I'm like just outside of that age group because when I was growing up, it was like the castle and the pirates and the spaceship and like classic stuff like that. Still, anyways,
early 2000s.
Right. I have the same dilemma with like early 2000 shows on Nickelodeon Cartoon Network, like Danny Phantom and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Like that was like right at the time where I stopped watching Nickelodeon regularly.
Oh, you missed a great show.
I know.
You missed great shows.
I still haven't even watched Avatar. I need to go back and watch Avatar.
The Last Airbender?
Yeah.
You talked to Voxel, and oh god, we need to have an intervention. Like that.
Well, do you blame me for being busy? Do you know how many podcasts I do? Do you know how many recap shows I'm trying to keep up with right now? It's not pretty. It's not pretty at all.
We get you coffee. We make this happen.
Okay. All right, so Space, you want to say anything about this?
Well, I can say that before the challenge started, I was very nervous because I heard my name come up a few times for elimination.
Quite frankly, I don't think doing a challenge this good helped.
Nope, did not.
Hey, look at me and my cool little website that makes me win first place.
I just have to do this for the next 4 challenges. That's
yeah, pretty much. You have to be the Mike Holloway of the season. You just kind of have to run the gauntlet.
Well, Mr. Mike,
Mike Holloway is literally the man that named the post-merge tribe America. Not America, just America.
America?
You can't make that stuff up. You can't make that stuff up. Oh, we're on tribe America.
Well, just to go into a little bit of this, I I mean, I didn't play this since I was like 6 years old or so. So I had to go back and look up what it was. But I remembered it was. I remember I liked it as a kid, and I remember it appealed to teens as well. Some of them, because kind of like Transformers in that way. So I figured try and add a theme that that appealed not just to little kids, but to like a larger age range, to get people to Legoland.
Okay.
That's pretty much my idea. There's a lot to this thing, so we probably don't have to go through all of it. We can just move on to the next one.
Is this your own concept art right here?
No, that's the other Spaceman concept art.
Well, I'm just asking, okay? Screw you.
Yes, that's mine.
Okay, it looks good. It looks good. It's very professional. Okay, scene 1. Just kind of showing off some of your concept art here.
Just burying my grave even further. You're doing this on purpose.
No, I'm not. I swear I'm not. If you want,
This actually looks really cool, I gotta say, Space. This is really how you did.
Thanks.
Yeah, like I think your artwork is just improving more and more as the season goes on.
Well, I try my best each time. Thank you.
You're starting to be a little bit of a threat to me, which is
Oh,
kind
wait, this is, wait, actually, this is kind of cool. This is an Easter egg to our Challenge 3 project. Redwood.
What is it? Tell me.
Oh, I see it. I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's
I
Devon,
got it.
planet from our
Oh, I get it. Okay. I got it.
Lavender Moon as well.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, there's a little subtle nod.
Well, you had to include Space Mountain in there somewhere.
I had to get that in there. This guy's just having a fun time here.
Like something out of Mad Max, like Lego Mad Max.
That's actually what I based it on, was Mad Max.
Actually, Lego needs to make a Mad Max Fury Road set. I don't care if it's R-rated. That needs to happen. That would be amazing. Oh my god. I want a Lego guitar flamethrower guy. Okay.
Apparently, working on projects, there's a Deadpool Lego version of the trailer, which is really funny.
I'm not surprised. Space, is this from the Bionicle series, or is it something you came up with?
No, actually, I took everything from the series itself. Cool. It actually got rebooted in 2015, and it's actually getting a Netflix series too. So all this stuff.
So it's relevant.
Really?
Relevant. Basically, I took everything from what the new rebooted.
Okay, now this right here looks like something straight out of Transformers. I gotta say.
It kind of does.
I found this. This is a picture online of the new series. So,
okay.
Yeah, that's actually what I based it on. Most of the concept art is actually based on actual pictures I found online. Oh, now you're creating a website, so.
Okay, now we'll just go through create a website tutorial, which I know nothing about.
Titled How to Not Use the Idol. How to not use the idol.
Okay. This is cool. How many scenes are there? Oh my god, you did a lot of concept art for this.
Yeah. I needed one.
Island activities.
Just realized that was a pretty R-rated picture there. The guy's head up alone.
Yeah. I like the shading on this. Very nice.
I was not expecting. Oh, thank you.
Cool.
I appreciate that you're complimenting it. It's just. I might as well just make my Haunted Mansion gravestone now. Realize good old Space. He shouldn't have done so much with his place.
He's done so much work, and now he's in this place.
And now he's a disgrace.
Okay, now we have our dearly departed I am not a Hufflepuff. Speaking of death.
Limbo, technically, he's not dead.
He still has life. T-Cold left, so he's still in the game.
CPR or something, I don't know.
Okay, so this is the first of two Ninjago. I have a hard time pronouncing that.
I didn't even know what it
I
was.
forgot about the Ninjago thing until this popped up, and I was
The
like,
reason I know about it is because they're making the Lego Movie 2, they're making Lego Batman the movie, and then they're making Ninjago. And Ninjago is like the one that I don't care about.
And they're making Billy and Brick Race, so they're making another one.
Ninjago is such a big deal for 8 and 9-year-olds right now. Like, I have a few younger cousins.
That's true. That's true.
Like,
Yeah.
no, ninjas. Legos.
So I guess in that respect, it's definitely a good formula. It's definitely a good property to use in Legoland. Because Legoland is definitely a project that gears towards the younger audience, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. It's not geared for Yumi or Space's age at all.
Definitely. It's definitely not like a Six Flags where it draws in the thrill seekers like Six Flags Magic Mountain, like, oh, check out our record-breaking 165-foot loop. Ooh.
It's not like Horror Nights. It's not like Horror Nights.
Oh, God. Oh, I want to go to Horror Nights so bad. Anyways. Oh, maybe now that I'm going up to see Monkey, maybe I can like convince my family to fly me up there for Horror Nights. Maybe. Anyways, that would be great. I noticed that both people who used Ninjago use the same picture of this little hilltop right here.
It's important.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Samurai Street. Let's see. I don't know. I don't have really much to say about any of this.
It's the Power Rangers. Meet Legos. It's
More
great.
food. Giant
Oh,
pictures.
holy shit! I didn't know Ninjago had such like advanced technology.
That was like some Star Wars crap right there.
Okay. Okay. Here's mine. I'm actually pretty proud of this one. Billund Gardens. Billund, like I said, is that is the town in Denmark where Lego actually originated from. So I thought that was a nice little tie-in. The one issue probably people have with my project, Red, I'm sure you can confirm this. I doubt there's enough room for all of this.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Borderline. Like, it could work. It could work.
Mm-hmm.
I like that you kept it. Because even though it wasn't in the rules to keep it technically, I like was brokenhearted that I was tearing this thing down. My little conscience inside of me was like, don't do it. But like, you did it really well, and I'm glad that you put the boats back because that's a huge deal. That's some serious.
Oh yeah, for sure. Space, I also just want to mention really quick, I like how in your intro you kind of like had that hypothetical scenario of the hurricane.
Oh, because I was in the same boat as you guys. I kind of didn't destroy it, so like I'll let nature destroy it first, and then I'll go in.
I feel bad, so I'll let something else like totally ruin it, and then
Absolutely destroys it.
I don't want to ruin it.
And I like how Cypress Gardens is such a small area, but somehow that was the area that was affected by the hurricane and nothing else.
It was just Cypress Gardens. Nothing else. It's a very small Category 5 hurricane. It's very specific in its hitting the location.
Just Cypress.
The one thing I probably could have cut this whole part out about like the riverside, because I think that just kind of made it too complicated. I think I should have just turned it into the gardens, but whatever.
I thought it was really cool that you added that actually.
Okay, I appreciate that. I just thought it kind of made the whole transition a little awkward. Like, oh, we're at a riverfront, and then oh, we're in the gardens.
I thought it was cool to add little things too, because it kind of makes you feel like you're there. Like, I think that was good to add. Plus, it's all like it's Legos. Like, you gotta build something. It's Legos.
Totally. So I really like this idea of having like Lego flowers mixed in with real flowers and kind of like having it all blend in together. I think that would work really well. Let's see. Red, like you said, this is definitely a staple of Cypress Gardens from the research I did, so I definitely brought that back. From what I could tell, it wasn't a very complicated ride. It was pretty much like an equivalent to the swan boats at Magic Kingdom or the motorboat cruise at Disneyland.
I've heard it being related to the swan boats a lot. So
Okay, that makes sense.
You're not far off. Just a prettier version of the swan boats as far as I know.
But, you know, it's a historically relevant attraction. It's been, it's, like, the flume is still there and everything. It's just collecting dust, kind of like the motorboat cruise at Disneyland. Yeah. And, so, so I thought it was very appropriate. I didn't really go into much detail about what the actual attraction would be like, and I'm guessing 3/4 of a mile is a little long, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
That's
Probably
okay.
overshot myself a little bit there. Topiary Band. Do you have any memories of these guys?
Maybe. I don't know. I was little.
Like I said, I just pulled it from Yesterland, so.
That's all I remember. Like it's interesting.
Right. Honestly, I think they're a little creepy. Like, I think they could be in a Stephen King book or something. Like,
They look like they should be in Doctor Who or something. I swear.
I know.
Forget the Weeping Angels. Look at that.
Oh god. If you put these in the Small World Topiary Garden, then you could turn it into a Halloween overlay.
Horror Nights at Disneyland. See, we're already coming up with it.
No. I want to do I still want to do 5 Nights at Lester's based on Lester's possum farm in a Goofy movie. That is our 5 Nights at Freddy's parody. I want to make that happen. Okay. Yay, the Southern Bells.
Yay!
All right. This is definitely the highlight of my project, I thought. The Raptor RMC. Space, as a coaster fan yourself, like, you must be pumped for this design in general.
I was. I watched that video and I was like, yes.
I follow theme park review and stuff like that, so I've known about this system for a while. I knew that Rocky Mountain was developing a single rail system, but the good thing about this design, actually, hold on, I'll just go ahead and play the video while I talk. The good thing about this design, the reason why I think it really worked in Legoland, is because, like I said in the project, I think it's thrilling enough that it would definitely draw visitors. But it's the type of ride system where I think you could make it less extreme than what's here, for example. Like, I made a point to say, okay, like, the video that you're seeing right now is not the layout of this, it'd be a smaller coaster, for sure.
Family ride.
Yeah.
Right.
Do that. Whatever it's just doing, it wouldn't do that. Or that.
Or that.
Well, no, you can have an inversion or two. I feel like you can have 1 or 2 inversions here and there. Like something like that. I feel like you could do like a barrel roll or something on a family ride. I don't think that's that big of a deal.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think kids today are a lot more used to loops and inversions than we probably were as kids, because I know it took me until I was 14 years old to ride a coaster with a loop on it, but I'll go to Six Flags all the time, and I'll see really young kids in line for Medusa and B&M looping coasters and stuff like that. So
Rock and
I
roll
would see little kids, the giant coaster at Cedar Point. They're waiting in line for it. The one that goes all the way up past the clouds and goes.
Millennium Force, you're talking about? Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I couldn't really think of a name for this thing, so I just called it the Cypress Cyclone, and it's vaguely themed around the Coney Island Cyclone. DSquared, I have you to thank for that inspiration, because you kind of put Coney Island on my mind. Okay.
I really like this ride track for Cypress. This is really neat. It kind of looks Lego-y. That sounds weird, but
that's why I chose it, actually.
Like a Lego. Yeah. It looks like it came well with, I don't know. I thought it was cool.
At first, I was just going to do a traditional Rocky Mountain iBox coaster, but then I was like, wait, they have that single track design, but I think that probably worked better as a family ride. So, yeah, I think it worked out in the long run. Like I said, I was not trying to get second place in this project, and I think it's hilarious that, I had the second place streak in the Soul Imagineer 1, and now first merge project, I get second place again. So it's great. Not a lot you can do with second place, because that doesn't actually get you immunity, but...
You did good. You and Space kind of crushed it. I think when you, Space, and DSquared kind of posted your things, I'm like, well, I hope I'm in the top 5, and that's good enough for me. Oh, God. Hey, for effort.
I feel like my strength is definitely in the actual writing. I feel like Space, we all have different strengths, you know what I mean? Space, of course, I already illustrated. You have really good artwork. Anyway, so now we have IDI, Ninjago, Masters of the, oh dear God, Spinjitzu? Am I saying that right?
I'm going to go with that.
Spinjitzu, okay.
And it's Lego Power Rangers. Cool stuff. See, they even have a theme song. See?
Oh dear God. Oh dear God.
We're going to play it.
Copyright material!
Just gonna get the video.
Let's go for it.
I know, right? No, this is all the video is, just this one Lego piece. Oh,
I was
and
so
lyrics.
excited. I was like, is it going to be like an action?
Do you guys want to analyze these lyrics like Steve Martin analyzes Bob Dylan?
Sure, might as well. We're already here.
They say go slow, and everything just say it stands so still. Ooh, that's deep. No, I'm serious. Let's not do this.
Let's not. How about no?
Okay. Oh dear God, there's a full episode.
Oh
Hey,
my
a full
God.
episode! Yay!
Hi.
Full
No.
Ninjago, full episode on the Soul You Want to Be in Next Year YouTube channel. Clickbait, clickbait, clickbait.
You just said Soul Imagineer YouTube channel.
Serious stuff. Look at that. That's some cool weapons. Look at that.
All right.
Oh.
Get that copyrighted weapon.
I like how they actually look like Lego weapons.
That's because it is like.
Hi. Jay, that's his name. Jay, just Jay.
That's what they come up with. Jay.
These are not very ninja sounding name, except that guy. So, who's that guy? Okay, now I'm into this. Jay.
Jay. And there's Jay.
It's like they couldn't come up with anything.
Right kid.
Cool. But then this guy is obviously Sensei Woo.
It's like a 90s sitcom.
I say something about that, but I'm not going to.
He looks like the master from Kill Bill. That's what he wants. Anyways, Nia. Wow, that's a really thrilling cast of characters there.
This is what they're making a movie about.
Oh dear God,
You
great.
have the One Direction guy in the center, and then to the left you have the Jonas Brothers. Look at that hair!
Okay, so like we said, I thought it was funny that both people essentially use the same picture. Yeah. Anxiously awaiting the return of the post-merge hit list. Okay, and then speaking of said hit list, there we go.
Excellent.
That's not the official hit list, I feel like. That's, no.
I don't know. I think it's pretty close.
Yeah, it's pretty
But it's not the official one.
Oh God. DSquared, consider yourself lucky.
I was actually very surprised at DSquared's ranking.
You're right and pretty now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You have to do something really stupid to get eliminated again.
Alright. Double elimination, we already went over that. Okay, the votes, blah, 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 blah. And I guess, Space, I have a bone to pick with you.
What is
All
the
right?
bone? What is the bone?
You put Epcot in our Michael's head.
Thank
No.
you, Steve. You're so sweet.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. That's great for me.
I said that it's springtime and it's almost the Flower and Garden Festival and that park always needs help. And then he said that he was thinking that all along. So just added.
Can we please just do a Six Flags Discovery Kingdom project at some point during one of these things, and I can just kill it.
I am totally happy with Epcot. I'm so excited, and this is a good day.
And we have an extra day too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, this is good stuff.
Okay, so I guess the last thing to end on, we'll talk about the Redemption Island duel. Hold on. Okay.
Hey, look, it's a podcast. We're on a podcast.
Oh my God! Oh shit! This is some fourth wall shit right here. Oh my God!
You just
Oh my god.
podcastception.
Mind. Inception.
You just turned it on again.
Inception, man.
Oh god. Oh, god. Okay, enough of that. That was fun. That was fun for like the 10 seconds it lasted. Okay, so, oh wait, this is an immunity challenge?
Yes.
Wait.
Challenge already? Wait, no?
Oh, I must have missed something. Oh, okay. I missed that.
Another curse word. Putting down.
Yeah.
Mark it on T-Cool side.
Matt.
That's okay.
Yeah, I totally missed the fact that T-Cool. Well, that's unfortunate because the only reason he dropped out is because he's at Disney World. So
Yeah, we were saying
I
this
feel like
before
we
you
should have
got.
given vacation days. This kind of makes me mad. In the nicest way, RM, like, this is the first comp that gave vacation days, and T-Cool's a really good player, and he should have been given.
Yeah.
Why can't it be done on like Thursday when he gets back or something?
That's actually a good point.
It's only 24 hours. He shouldn't have to leave the competition because he's in Disney World.
Right.
But I mean, if RM stays through an hour and a half of this podcast to get to that point that we just made, maybe.
Yeah. Little blip in there, RM. If you ever see this.
If you ever get through an hour and a half of this.
Yes. Just so you know.
Just throwing it out there.
Okay. I'm actually okay with this project because the Living Seas is probably one of my favorite parts of Epcot. Or at least one of the...
I'm actually confused
Oh,
about.
picture. That's so cool.
Let's see.
One thing
you must remove the Nemo IP. I am down with that, sir. I
used to be down with that, but I got a little brain drained last year. And here's the thing. I'm going to look at it from a different un-Disney perspective. This is really interesting. So there are thousands of aquariums across the U.S. This is the only one that can use Nemo as its IP.
Yeah, I hear you.
Think about every fish tank. There's one little kid that sees a clownfish and says, "That's Nemo."
You're right about that.
Not true, because it is. And this is the only place where it can be used to teach something. This is kind of cool. Not, okay, I'm probably going to get, like, serious flack for that. Probably on the same as saying.
No, I mean, you raise a really good point. I mean, personally, I think you should still be allowed to use Nemo. I just don't think the whole area should be themed around Nemo top to bottom.
I agree.
I think just having Mr. Ray be like the guy on the educational things and stuff like that,
Yeah. Too much of something can be a bad thing.
Right.
Like, there's nothing wrong with a Figment type character in Imagination. There's nothing wrong with putting Nemo in an educational way.
It's kind of like not theming all of Norway to Frozen, we just one little ride around it, and it'll be totally fine.
Actually, the one thing in here that I'm a little bit confused about is if we replace it with something new and we have to keep the current show building, there's a giant aquarium in there. How are we changing the theme?
Right.
Like, it's kind of just, you're kind of forced to put it back to this different sea/ocean theme.
Atlantis.
This is Epcot. We don't do
Screw
Atlantis.
you, buddy. I'm going Atlantis.
All right, well, all right. Oh, you mean like...
Putting all the cards out right now.
Well, I mean, Atlantis, the Lost Empire.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
You can really get original with this. This is going to be cool.
I was in Century 3, and then I realized you have to keep the building the same. So
I might actually do some art for this.
Oh.
Maybe
All right.
credits. Or I will.
Actually,
You always will. It's you.
I guess the last thing to do is kind of update the fantasy draft. Joker is still hanging on by a thread with his Matt pick.
He is.
Let's see. Oh shit! I actually got knocked out.
We've actually been pretty good this time. It's only been 6.
Let's go on.
Once DSquared comes back on again, and then we can really get some tally marks.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so yeah, I lost Hufflepuff, and I lost T-Cool. I mean, Hufflepuff might come back from Redemption Island. You never know. I think he's got kind of a long road in front of him. I think he's going to have a harder time than DSquared did, because most people coming through Redemption Island are do projects. Who is making that noise?
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing.
DSquared, is that you?
Probably.
Okay.
I was probably touching the touch screen thing again.
Sounded like.
All right. Well, it's been a fun, interesting podcast. I probably blew up my own game.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, what are the tally marks, by the way? Can we go over how much overall by the podcast?
It was 6, actually. We did pretty well.
Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God.
Sorry, Kiki. We're good at this.
Do I get a gold star or just a silver star?
How you get a gold?
You get like the little star in SpongeBob. What does he get? It's something. Never mind. We're good. I was going somewhere and it wasn't. We're good.
All right, DSquared. So now that you're back in the game, what do you plan to do?
Be quiet and let everyone else do my stuff for me.
Fair enough. That's a perfectly legitimate answer.
I was waiting for you to say that you're going to Disneyland, but you had the.
I actually am going to Disneyland. And they'll probably be knocked out because of it.
What are you going to do next?
Professor Tiki, your next lecture.
Actually, just so everyone knows the target on my back, I'm going to be at Disneyland from March 11th to the 13th. So if you want to get rid of me then, that'd probably be a good time to do it, because I won't be able to tour Redemption Island tool that week.
Well, now that we're on that, I have an exam on March 16th. I also have one on the 18th, so if you want to get me out that week would be good.
Red, anything you want to share?
I'm busy all the time, so whatever. Do as you do. I don't care.
All right. Well, oh boy, this was a fun one.
Great.
I'm so glad that we came on. And Sam never showed up.
No. We missed you, Sam. You're here in spirit.
Yeah, he's
the one that's making all the noises. It's not a ghost in the podcast. It's Sam.
All right. Well, thank you all for coming on. DSquared, I wish you the best of luck. I wish Space and Rhett the best of luck as well, of course. And may the best man win, and I will destroy all of you.
Wait,
I will destroy
should we say
all of
something
you.
about the house cup, or should we?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, totally. Plug the house cup, by all means.
Yes. Okay.
Well, it's going to be the new competition after the Soul Imagineer and the road trip. I think the road trip is going to end sometime end of April, beginning of May, and it's actually taking like the slot that the Creator Games had last year, and that was a really successful competition. I think everyone had a good time in that. And IDI is coming back. He's going to be a judge, and Red is going to be a judge as well, and is going to be the Sorting Hat. Which
I can't wait for that live show. That's going to be an amazing live show.
A few other people, but that's totally fine. I'm just everyone who's not.
It's going to be a lot of people. She's going to be Professor Snape, part of it.
Oh, God.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
For anyone who's a Harry Potter fan.
And I can do screen share for all of this.
Oh, yeah.
Right, as long as you have like an Alan Rickman impression, I can totally do a screen share of that.
I do not. I have a month to figure it out.
Yes, you do. Yes.
But I'm gonna drop little hints as the weeks go on. It's going to begin.
And you can post winky faces that are my goal.
Oh yeah, that's I'm going to do that these
The only time you can.
But yeah, that should be fun. Our goal is actually it's like a little small goal between us, but we really want to get the discussion thread active for this. And the record for a discussion thread is the Sorcerer's Apprentice Season 2, which has 4,000 posts.
Oh man!
So
thanks to my GIF efforts.
Yeah, we're gonna try and.
That was like back in the day when England and Voxel would just get into like GIF wars for pages upon pages.
We're gonna try to bring that back, that spirit back.
Dear.
Oh yeah.
It'll be a fun comp. There's a lot of fun stuff planned.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I will crush you all in this competition, but we're all friends in real life, right? That's the main thing here.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Oh yes. All right. So see y'all next time on the Soul Imagineer Tribal Council Podcast. Oh, yo, 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 yeah, yo, 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 yeah, yo, 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 yo. It's my damn birthday. I'm fucking washing dishes on my birthday.